Yes. So in the last class, we were going with what?
So we completed the topic types of relation and we did some questions from NCERT.
We didn't, when we finished with that, right? So today, guys, we'll be talking about functions. We'll start the functions, then we'll go with one second. I think there is a problem. Yeah, we will start with functions today, then we'll go with JEE questions of relations and functions. So tell me, what do you mean by function? How do you define a function? How do you define a function basically? Hope you can see the screen. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Okay. Guys, as per your syllabus demands, functions. Okay, we're done with relations. As per your syllabus demand, what do you mean by function actually? Tell me. We learned in class 11th as well, right? In class 11th also you had a function. In class 12th also we will be having a function. But as per the class 11th, what are the things we learned from the functions? And in class 11th, what are the things we are going to learn? In class 11th, what are the things we have learned? Can you please? Yes.
Function is a type of relation where in the elements in the domain will have, all the elements of the domain will have a unique image in the codomain.
Every element of
domain will have a unique image in the codomain.
Exactly. Now look at this here. First of all, let me take anything without. Before getting into the functions, let me go. What are the things we have learned in class 11th? In class 11th, you learned what like constant function, polynomial function, modulus function, greatest integer function, signum function. You have learned various types of functions in the class 11th. But coming to the class 12th, beta, in class 12th also we'll be learning a couple of major types of function. They are like, two types of function, one-to-one function, non-to function. We'll be learning these two types of function in class 12. First of all, let us try to understand what do you mean by function. Okay. देखो function, basically look at this here. First of all, function, we just write this like this. Function, I'm denoting with f. Function is mapping from where to where? X to y. Function is mapping from X to y. How do you read this as? Function is mapping from X to y, which is nothing but we are writing a function from set X to set Y. Okay. Yes. For suppose, yes, here f is nothing but you write f of x also. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I think, yeah. Now, what I do here is I'll take two choto circles like this. Yeah, we'll take two sets. This is x, this is y. Okay, this is set x, this is set y. Okay, yes. Now here in set x, let me take 1, 2, 3, 4. In set y, let us take A, B, C, D, and E. Let's take like this. Now, beta, here this is set x, this is set y, right? This is a function which is mapping from set x to y, set x to set y. So let us write x and y above. Okay. For suppose, let me give a relation like this: 1 to D, 2 to C, 3 to B, and This is what I have given here. Okay, now let me write one more thing. Okay, so let me take one more example. 1 2 3 4 A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so here let me take now I'm asking you whether the first example which I gave, whether it's a function or not, whether it is a function or not. And the second example which I'm going to give you, this one, look at this. Now tell me, this is a x, this is y again, and this is a function which is mapping from x to y. Okay, yes. Now for saying a particular thing as a function, you must follow two conditions. You must follow two conditions. What are they? What are the conditions? First of all, let us try to talk about this, whether it's a function or not. Beta, for saying a function, this is pre-image. Beta, what do you call this as? Pre-image. Okay, and y elements, set of y elements you called as image. Okay, this you called as pre-image, and y set of set of y elements you called as image. And pre-image, oh, 1 second guys, this is what basically, or 1 second, what's happening here? Yeah, this is domain. This is we called as domain. Okay, and this is what called as codomain. Correct? Now as per the function, what function demands here? But here as I told you, the conditions for saying a function is every pre-image must have an image. Every pre-image must have an image. Now what type of image it must be? It must be an unique image. Okay, look at it, I said every pre-image, which is nothing but every element of set X, must have an image. What type of image we must have? Unique image. There should be only unique image you need to have. The only one, only unique image must be there. You can't have the two images for a pre-image. Pre-image is nothing but set of X elements. Image is nothing but set of Y elements. Okay, now let me give you a best example to understand better. Very simple. Look at this here. Let me take this is okay. Okay, best example is father son example. This is sons, this is father. You can take son mother example as well, no problem. 1 2 3 4. Okay, let me take this is A B C D E. Okay beta, now this is pre-image I told, this is image I told. Okay, I'll leave that. But here 1 to B, 2 to A, 3 to D. Okay, 3 to D. This is what I have here beta. Now here tell me whether it is a function or not.
It is not.
It is not a function. Why? Because ऐसा कोई भी बच्चा नहीं है कि बिना father, isn't it? In दुनिया में, like in across the world, there is no son like without father. Biologically, it is not possible, isn't it? Look at this beta here. 1 2 3 4. This is my X elements, right? Set of X elements. So here 4 is not having any image. All right, 4 is not having any image, isn't it? 4 is empty here. 4 doesn't have any image. So what is the condition of the function? Every pre-image must have an image. You say that every pre-image must have an image, or else with that every element of domain must have a element of codomain. Get my point? That is the definition of the function. Actually, it is not a function. Okay, now tell me whether it is a function or not. It is not a function. The first example which I give, not a function, not function. Now tell me the second one. Tell me whether it is a function or not. It is a function. Look at this. Every element occupied. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every element have a unique image here. Understood my point? Every element have a unique image. Every element. Look at this. Everyone having arrow mark. Understood my point? There is no element is without mapping here. Every element is getting mapped. Every element is mapping with someone. Every pre-image have an image. Check kar lo. All right. So that type of things we call as a function. Understood my point? Any doubts? Can you hear my voice clearly? Hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is a function, beta. Now let me give you different examples. The best example to understand the definition of the function is son father example. So here every son will be having a father. Now the fourth son doesn't have any father. How come it is possible, beta? There is a son doesn't have father. I'm not talking about the sons whose father has expired. That is secondary case. But I'm talking about fourth son doesn't even have a father. With understand my point? Biologically, it is impossible. So it is not a function. Now, if I say one more thing here, let me talk about one more function. Now, here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now let's say that you have 1A, 2B, so 2A, 3B, and 4C like this. Now tell me whether it is a function or not. X to Y, f of x. It is mapping from X to Y. Tell me whether it is a function or not. Guys, it is a function or not. Compare with, you just need not to compare every time, son, father example. Think, imagine here, every son will be having a father. Every element of domain will be having an image in codomain. Or you say every pre-image must have an image. Every pre-image must have an image. Tell me whether it's a function or not. What is the problem? Hope you can hear
So
my
it is
voice.
not a function.
It is not a function.
Yes, sir.
Why it is not a function?
Because 1 and 2 have the same image.
So what's wrong with that?
So it is not unique.
It is, how come it is not it? But it is a function. Look at this here. Look at this here. I would say it is a function. Why beta? Look at this here. Take a son for example. 1 and 2 can be, they can be brothers. They can have a single father. What is wrong with that? Understood my point? What I told here, every element of pre-image must have an image, that to like unique image. Now 1 is also having A and 2 is also, they are having unique image or not? Understood my point? Understood my point? Unique is nothing but what? Only one, beta. Unique is nothing but one. So 1 having one father only, 2 is also having one father only. So 1 and 2 both are brothers, they are having a single father. What is the problem with that? So if you take consider son father example, so 2 sons can have a single father. But now let me tell you, let me give one more case. Now you try to feel the difference. Okay, this is X, this is Y. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now let me tell you here. 1A, 1B, 2E, 4C, 3D. Tell me whether it is a function or not.
No, it is not.
It is not a function, beta. Why? Because a single child can't have two fathers. Single child can't have two fathers. It is quite impossible biologically. So it is not a function. Look at this here. What I told, every element should get mapped with image. All right. Yes, it is mapping, but one is going and mapping with the two. What I told, every element of pre-image must have a unique image. Now check one have two images. Try to understand the definition better. What he has here, every pre-image has a must have an image, unique image, must have a unique image, must have a unique image. What type of image? Unique image. Okay, this is unique belongs to this word actually. Understood my point? It must have an unique image. Now, one doesn't have a unique image. One does have that A and B as an images. So it is quite impossible. If you compare with a son's father example, a single son cannot have two fathers. It is quite impossible biologically. It is looking odd, isn't it? So that is not a function. Understood my point? Can you feel the difference now? Getting my point?
Yes.
Hello? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now let me give a simple example. Now look at this here. So 1, 2, 3, only A. Now tell me whether it's a function or not. It is a function,
is a
beta. Why it is a function? A single three childs can have a single father. It is nothing wrong with that. Every element is occupied. Look at it, 1, 2, 3. Everyone have a unique image. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So it is a function. Hope you are getting. Hope you all are understanding with the practical examples also we are teaching here.
Yes, sir.
Very simple, beta. Now let us take one more example. 1, 2, or else you take like this. Only one A, B, C. Is it possible? Check. This is X. This is Y.
No, sir.
It is not a function. Single child can't have three fathers. Impossible. All right. So it is not a function. So this is what you just need to learn better. Okay. So here now let me discuss the types of functions. Basically, we'll be learning about types of functions based on the mapping. Based on the what? Mapping. Types of functions. Types of functions. Yeah. Based on mapping, we will be learning this. Okay, but the first function I'll be talking about here is one-to-one function. What is that? One function. One function is nothing but what? One function also called as injective function. Beta. Injective function. Okay, quite simple. Now I was taking an example. Let me take the same example. Okay. Yes. Now let me take 1, 2, 3, 4 here. A, B, C, D, E here. Okay. So 1A, 2D, 3B, 4C. Now here, now tell me guys, I said this is not a function. Let me come back somewhat. Okay. I said this is not a function. The first example is not a function. Why it is not a function? Tell me. Why it is not a function? Why? Because every element, I mean, 4 is doesn't have any image. But can it be a relation? Can it be a relation? Tell me. The first example, can
Yes.
it be a relation? Yes, it can be a relation.
Yes, sir.
It can be. For relation, we didn't learn, we didn't study any kind of criteria. We didn't study any kind of terms and conditions for relations. Yes, 1 to D, 2 to C, 3 to B. Yes, it is a relation, of course. It is a relation, but function can be a relation, beta, but not relation. A relation always cannot be a function. Try to remember that. Understood my point? So now look at this example. So one function we are learning, right? So beta, we will be talking about two types of definitions in one function and onto function. One function generally we will be learning, and as well as mathematically also we'll be learning one function is what. Okay, generally what is one function, and mathematically how the one function we have to apply in the questions. That is what we'll be learning. Here, try to listen to me. Here, general definition of one function we will not be applying anywhere. Yes, we will not be applying anywhere. Is nothing but if you understand the general definition of one function, then only you'll be understanding mathematical definition. Okay, so let's understand what is one function generally. Now let me give the same, let me give you the same thing here. Okay, now here let's say that I'll be drawing 2 to A, 3 to C, 4 to D. Okay, 4 to D like this. This is again X, Y mapping from f of x. F of x is mapping from x to y. Anything. Okay. Yes. Now beta one function का definition क्या होता है? Everyone, definition. Every element in domain. What is the condition? Every element in domain has a unique and distinct image in codomain. Understood my point? Every element in domain has unique and distinct image in codomain. Try to understand the definition. Every element in domain, every element in domain has unique and a distinct image codomain. All right. Understood my point? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
So every element in domain is nothing but what? Every element in domain. This is domain. This is codomain. Every element in domain has unique and a distinct image in codomain. Look at this here. Every element, this, all these elements in domain has a unique and distinct or not? They are having unique and different images in codomain. Check. Isn't it? Yes. So that is what the one function is all about.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes. So that is what one function is all about. But a one function also called as injective function. Bracket में. Sometimes he might ask you in the question injective function. Yes, the given function is injective, like that. Then you shouldn't think that what is injective function, what sir not has taught what is injective. Injective is nothing but one only. There is a synonym of that one. Okay. Now here it is a one beta. It is one function. It is one function. Now tell me, it is the first one, this one, this is the second one. Tell me the second one, whether it's a one function or not. But one is nothing but in the name itself you have one to one. One is nothing but one to one. एक से एक ही होना चाहिए. देखो एक को एक, दो से E, तीन से और कुछ, 4 से C. एक एलिमेंट आई मीन एक प्री इमेज एक ही इमेज के साथ मिल सकता है. ठीक है. अंडरस्टूड माय पॉइंट. हाँ. नाउ सेकंड एग्जांपल चेक कर लो. Look at the second example. It is not one to function. This is not one function. Why? Because this is many to one बेटा. देखो many, दो एलिमेंट मिलकर एक के पास जा रहा है तो many to one जा रहा है. ठीक है. many मतलब एक से ज्यादा. 1 and 2 going with ये. तो कितना सिंपल है देखो. How much clear it is. Many to one. It is not a one to one, right? Common sense बेटा. Are you able to understand what I am trying to convey here?
Yes, sir.
Here 1 and 2 going with A here. So many एक से ज्यादा एलिमेंट जाके A के साथ मिल रहा है तो ये 1 to 1 it is not possible. Okay. So yeah, this is not a one function. Now here, if at all a function, try to listen to me clearly. If at all a function is not one function, then what type of function it is going to be? It is many to one beta. This is not one function, right? Not one. Then which function is going to be? It is going to be many one function. What is that? Many to one function. If it is not one, it is many one. समझ रहे हो आप? 100%. Okay. So you write a note here. if a function is not one function, then it is many one function. All right, if it is not one means many one. Very simple. Now this is the general definition of one beta. Now we'll talk about onto function. Hope you got the point. What is one onto function? onto function को हम लोग बोल सकते हैं surjective. Yes, someone is calling me. Who is that? Do you have any doubt? Yes, someone was calling me. Who's that? I think you were saying yes. Am I correct? You was not calling me. You were saying yes, right? Yes.
Yes.
Onto function, right? Onto function is pretty simple actually. Definition. In, not in, if every element, in codomain, try to understand, if every element in codomain have some pre-image, in domain. All right, if every element in codomain have some pre-image in domain, then that is called as onto function. What is the meaning of this? Let me tell you an example. 1 second. Let me copy and paste here. Okay, so look at this here. Now look at the first one, whether it is a one onto function or not. Now tell me whether it is a onto function or not. Whether onto function or not. What is the onto function? Every element in codomain have some pre-image in domain. Yes, it is onto function. Absolutely, it is onto. It is onto function, isn't it, beta? Look at this. Every element in a codomain. I said this is codomain or not. Every element. Look at A, B, C. Every element in codomain have some pre-image in domain. They have some pre-image in domain or not? Yes. So it is onto function. Now tell me whether it is a one function or not. Check kar lo. Whether it is a one function or not. One is nothing but what? Every element in domain has a unique and a distinct image in codomain. Every element in domain has a unique and a distinct image. They should be unique and distinct. But what was the function definition? Function definition, what was that? Every element in domain must have an image. What type of image? Unique image. But we didn't have a distinct image in the function definition. Understood my point? In one function definition, it should be unique and every element go and have a unique image, that to distinct image. Okay, that is one. It shouldn't be the same. If it is same, then it will be a many one function. Okay, one is nothing but 1 to 1 भी होना चाहिए. Many one is nothing but एक से ज्यादा elements मिलकर एक के साथ जाना चाहिए. वो many to one. Onto function का बात क्या है यहाँ पे? What onto function demands here? Onto function demands us that if every element in codomain have some pre-image in domain. देखो, every element check कर लो, every element some have this some pre-image or not, देख check कर लो. देखो A, B, C they have some pre-image. यही तो condition है. तो onto function बन गया ये. Now one to one function होता है क्या? देखो, it is not one to one function बेटा. Not 1 function. It is not 1 function. Then क्या होगा ये? Many one function. Understood my point? ये many one function हो गया. Understood? The first one is many one or not? Hello people. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. The second one check कर लो. The second one. Second one, let me 1 second. Let me map something differently. Okay, I'll give something like this. Now tell me whether it is a one function, onto function or not.
Yes,
Onto function or not. It's onto function. देखो every element in a codomain have some pre-image. Every look at this here. ये pre-image है, unique है. अभी दूसरा है like ज़्यादा एक से ज़्यादा है, वो doesn't matter here. But we have to check every pre-image. Every pre-image, every image. Do they have pre-image or not? Yes, they have. So onto function बन गया. So tell me now one function or not? Yes, it is one as well. देखो every element in domain they have unique and distinct images, isn't it? So it is one as well. One as well. So now let me tell you the third type of function. The third function, let me give an example. Tell me whether it is a onto function or not.
yes, sir, it is.
Huh?
Sir, every codomain is having pre-image in the domain, no, sir.
First of all, think karo Adhyasha. Think once.
Sir, it's not distinct because the B and C are having same, no, sir, two. Then not the two.
No. I'm asking whether it is a onto function or not. You are saying onto function. Why it is onto function?
Because every pre-image is having any image in every image is having some in the DOM, sir.
Yeah, every
According to the definition.
every image have a pre-image, some pre-image. I would say
Every
that
pre-image is having image in domain.
no. What is the definition? Check कर लो. Look at this. Every element in codomain, which is nothing but every image. Codomain में image होता है. Pre-image किस में होता है? Domain में होता है. You are saying उल्टा. Okay. हाँ. Look at this here. ये बेटा ये it is first of all not a function. It is not a function. Check करो ये function है क्या देखो. ये what I told function का definition क्या था? What was the definition of the function? Every element ये तो function ही नहीं है तो define इसका type कहाँ से classify करेंगे हम लोग? First of all, it is not a function. How do you classify its types? Impossible, right? So it is.
Yes, sir.
First of all, you have to identify that. Okay, so this element is empty here. What was the definition of the function? Every element must have a unique and a unique image. Every element of a domain must have a unique image. That was the definition of the function, right? So not a function. Fourth one, let me give you something like 1A, 2C, 3C, 4B. Now tell me whether it's a onto function or not. Onto 1 check कर लो. 1 function or not पहला. 1 and onto check. Check. Make it fast. You shouldn't think.
So third one is on to.
Third one on to कहाँ से हो गया? Fourth one. I'm talking about third one. Done बेटा. Third one function ही नहीं है वो. It is not a function first of all. It is not a function. Then how come you classify its types? It is impossible. ये function ही नहीं है तो you can't go further.
So fourth one is not matched to any.
Fourth one is not.
So they
Children, there was a network issue. Can you hear me now? Children, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the fourth one I'm asking, third one, it is not even a function first of all. The fourth one, whether it is 1 1 or on 2. 1 1 or on 2. It is not 1 1 beta. 100% is not 1 1. Why it is not 1 1? Tell me. It is many to 1. देखो एक दो एलिमेंट जाके एक के साथ मिल रहा है तो it is not a 1 1. Getting my point? On to function, it is not even on to. Clearly not on to. Why? Because D and E doesn't have any pre-image. I told every image must have some pre-image, but D and E are not having any pre-images, so it is not on to. Okay? If at all not 1 1, if a function is not 1 1, it is going to be many 1. If at all a function is not on to, it is into function. We call it as into function. Okay, beta? Clear? It is not given in your textbook, but for JEE point of view, it might be helpful. Understood my point? Is it clear?
Yes. So
I'll give one more example. Now tell me whether it is 1 1 or not 2 or not. Make it fast.
it is 1 1.
It is not.
Sir, it is 1.
Okay. What about others?
It is on to also.
So if it is 1 1 as well
Sir,
as
both one and onto functions, sir.
very good. It is 1 1 on 2. Okay. If it all both beta, if it is 1 1 and onto both, then we call that as bijective function. What is that? Bijective function. Samajho? Understood my point? So beta, let me summarize what we have learned so far. 1 1 function is nothing but 1 to 1 element hona chahiye. Every pre-image must have a unique and distinct image. That is 1 1. Onto is nothing but every image must have some pre-image. Every element of domain must have some pre-image in codomain. Sorry, every element of codomain must have some pre-image in domain. That is onto, right? If at all not 1 1, it is what? Many 1. Oh my goodness, I'm many 1. If at all not onto, it is into. It is into, I said. If both 1 1 and onto, then you call it as what? Bijective. Okay. So guys, what was the name? What is another name of 1 1 and onto? Another name of 1 1 is injective and surjective. Onto is surjective. Okay, this is what the summarization we can give you. All right. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, children. So let me stop here itself, but I have very poor network. So we'll connect you in the next class. And please do revise and come to the class. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Thank you.